26 April 1942, Indian Ocean. Task Force B with HMS Warspite encountered and sunk an IJN anti-submarine patrol. Later, the aircraft of HMS Indomitable sunk yet another German commerce raider, although this time the aircraft losses were more severe. After a few days patrolling of India, I couldn't find anything with the Task Force B, so I moved everyone close to the Port Blair. We need to defend Port Blair, and the Task Force B found this destroyer force there, so we are going to wipe it out. And that's going to be the last engagement of our of this episode. You can barely, if you're running it on a very large monitor, you can barely see my ships here. I'm not shooting or anything just yet because I thought that this engagement was actually a bit of a yeah. I thought it was what's the word? Engagement with a sub. There is sort of known to be quite a few subs around Port Blair, and it wasn't, so because I was trying to split the force in case the sub fire torpedoes. Sort of my standard operating procedure, as you might have seen, is that I basically put in the destroyer on a low speed with the sonar on and get everyone else to sort of break off. I'm actually going to break them off again because they are not getting into any sort of reasonable formation. I was thinking, okay, let's get them in formation, but it doesn't look like they are getting into formation, so we will do it like this. It was actually the plane which spotted those destroyers, although I can see mine. Ships sort of maneuvering weirdly, but yeah, I can see them here now. So we can see a bunch of Wookiees here. All 4 are Wookiees, which means that if we sink all of these 4, that's more than the half of remaining Wookiees that Japan has. It has 7 remaining out of 20 it started with. And we will get a bit closer to exterminating another class of a warship. Warspite got its orders and it's preparing to fire a salvo on the Wookiees. We will see how it goes. At your leisure. She is a bit too close, so I started laying smoke and I'll get her out of the way. You can see the Wookiees here on the horizon, just below the horizon line. Yeah, my ships have started firing. The orders they have are to fire deliberately and slowly, as in not to waste ammunition, because we do not have a huge amount of ammunition and I don't really want to. I was a good hit from the 15-inch shell, and as you can see, even the near miss has caused some significant damage. Yeah, it's reasonably likely that after this engagement they will have to go and rearm, which is a bit of a bummer really, because yeah, it's eating into my reserves of everything quite a bit, but I don't think they are already shooting reasonably well, so we will see how it goes. You can see that she has a list that 18, I keep saying 18-inch even though I know it's 15-inch. So that 15-inch shell has caused a non-trivial damage, let's put it this way. If it hit slightly further, I think we would have seen a very nice magazine explosion possibly. That was a good one as well. So the Devonshire and Warspite are firing at this, and that was the magazine explosion that I was talking about. Okay, we'll redirect. and our light cruisers are firing here at the second in line. Okay. Stop, stop. Free, full spot, Devonshire. Stop, stop, full here. Warspite is turning like a dog as she's wont to, which is a problem, but you know, that's the nimbleness of the destroyers versus a massive battleship. Isaac being bracketed now, but luckily not hit yet. Famous last words, of course. Unless Fubuki, yeah, she's down. I don't really care. The good thing is that they overtook her, so they are not hidden behind the smoke from this burning Fubuki anymore. And the first Fubuki after the magazine explosion is sinking. No big surprise, honestly. What I have to do is watch for the torpedoes. I can justify sort of looking at this now because I've got my eyes in the sky here. So if they would launch torpedoes, I would definitely see them because of this guy here. I think this is laying smoke. I don't think this is, well, not anymore. There's definitely now some level of fires going on, but I think he was laying smoke originally. But yeah, I'm actually going to switch Warspite into HEs. Assuming she has any left. No, she doesn't. And yeah, she has to go home. She has still some HE, so let's use HEs where we can. Newcastle. She is out of HEs more or less. Boys well, just got replenished, so she should have plenty of things. Let's go HE on them. And they took our bait and are firing at our distraction target. That hit a midship there by the sound of it, but didn't seem to have made that much of a difference. Maybe because it was the HE, not the AP. Well, we first still managed to do some fires and things. Let's stop here. Let's target this guy. The reason being, she is behind actually, this is smoking a lot. So I would rather shoot at this guy that's not burning that much. And this Fubuki looks much worse for the wear. It's slowed down, has less. Yeah, this destroyer is already burning nicely. And you can see Warspite on the horizon here, firing her big shells, 15-inch ones. I got it right now. Given that I will need to arm everyone anyways, I've allowed them to basically fire at will, which means that they will fire at the nearest target, which is this guy here. We want to sink it. She's getting a bit too uncomfortably close, because I don't believe I would have been able to dodge torpedoes with Warspite. Just so that I can see if there are any torpedoes in the water. What would have been 15-inch shells? Okay, the first one was very quick. The other ones don't seem to be as fast as the first one, unfortunately, despite us peppering them a lot. Hitting these destroyers is sometimes pain. It's sort of, when you hit them, they can still go for quite a while, but hitting them on its own is pretty slow. But yeah, I don't know how fast the leading destroyer is. Yeah, the other destroyers are running away while we are being slowly distracted by the last one, unfortunately. So I don't think we will sink all of them. I'll be glad if we sink two. Okay, so finally starting to get some hits and some good fires. Hopefully that means she will slow down shortly, and then we will just finish her off. That was an 18, 15. Well, that was a good hit. I think that might have been a hit to the aft by our 15-inch shell, and that would have been definitely something to slow her down. She's definitely slowing down. You can see it now, and it's basically coming to halt. And that means she is going to be done, hopefully soon enough. Yeah, that must have been a 15-incher hitting her stern. Pity about the damage model, because yeah, in UID this would have been basically not ripped off, because unfortunately even UID doesn't sort of allow for ripping off. This would have been a big hole here gaping. But it's only a question of time now. I'm going to redirect Warspite on the other Fubuki, because I believe that the light cruisers should be able to make a quick work of this now. Yeah, you see she's being beaten to pulp, and that usually doesn't suggest a long life, and indeed it just did. So good for us. I think this one we still should be able to sing, because it's running at only 21 knots, probably even slower now. But unfortunately I don't think we will catch this guy here, because it's yeah, it's not even damaged or anything, it's way too far, unfortunately. I think she also got a 15-inch hit from the previous salvo, somewhere here, yeah. So she's going to go down shortly. And given that they are at about, how much is 176? You know what? I am going to get Warspite to fire at this Fubuki, because a lucky hit from Warspite on this could just kill her. And we are going to re-arm Warspite anyways. Our light cruisers and Devonshire should be able to. Actually, I will also get Devonshire to fire at this guy, because a lucky hit here is, as I say, could literally, that's why I'm not going to do spotting, because 95, 94, that's not bad. Well, okay, Newcastle has used up all of its forward magazine. Well, this stupid Wookiee, instead of running, seems to be running back now, which I'm perfectly fine with. Now, the question that I have to think about is the Devonshire is damaged. I could release it, and because in a few days the Cornwall, I think, will get repaired, so I could take it from there. I actually have something like 56 command points. Question is whether I don't want another carrier instead, because we still haven't sunk all of their fleet carriers, so I'm a bit nervous with that. If we would have sort of done yet more bigger dent into their fleet carriers, then it would make sense to basically just go all surface fleet. But I am a bit, because now the Task Force B has no, basically has no air cover. So when it gets a bit too close towards some of the some of the ports and airports, it's actually sort of unfortunate. It can get yeah, it's either night engagement or it's basically excuse me, a problem with the air cover, and I don't want to do sort of Prince of Wales repulse scenario. So I might just wait, get another carrier, and then start building the fleet again. This is most likely Devonshire actually shooting here. We finally scored some good hit here. I saw an explosion on the other Fubuki, but we do really want to kick this guy in the teeth. Like this. This is what I'm talking about. That should sort of cut her speed a bit. I've switched warp spike on this guy because the sooner we get rid of this smoke, the better, and then we can pay attention to the other Fubuki, which is foolishly decided not to run but come and engage us. Sometimes I just don't understand the entire behavior behind the AI. If it was just kept running away, then it would have happily sort of got away and I could do nothing. She's faster than me. I think maybe Boyce is about as fast, and definitely Isaac Spears is as fast, but Isaac is cannot really stand up to Fubuki, and so instead of losing just 3 Fubukis, they will lose 4 Fubukis. Oh well. No one ever said that artificial intelligence is actually intelligent. In fact, it's pretty dumb most of the time. It's just dumb in very special ways. All we need is one more hit from about 15-inch shot, I would say. He's sort of running out of freeboard here. And she's going slightly down, so that there's flooding definitely here on the aft now, and she is stopped finally, so that's going to sink her. Stop destroyer is a dead destroyer. Battleship in some conditions may be able to get away with being damaged and stopped. Light cruiser and destroyer, no way. They are just sitting back. I'm actually going to switch warp spike to attack whoever she likes. Same for Newcastle, same for Boyce. Devonshire I will keep on this Wookiee here. Because I do, yeah, and this Wookiee finally is going down, and she doesn't have the benefit of smoke screen from the other guy anymore, so hopefully we will get a few good hits and she will go down, and that will be it for this episode. And I think she is slowing down yet more, which means that she still doesn't have, well, maybe now she has some flooding, because it looks like her waterline was just about around her waterline, as you can see from here. So I don't think she's got enough flooding yet to sort of slow her down and everything, but I think that's going to change very shortly, because we are already seeing a bit more draft than she had before, so, and very slight list. That was a good one. That, oh yeah, these would definitely be causing flooding, and you can see her stern's coming out of the water, so there's definitely some flooding here, and that's slowing her down, and slowing her down is just one of the clear signs of you are gonna sing. And with this we don't really need any clear sign, because you can see how is she pummeled by our various everything. and yeah, her stern's out of the water, her bow is coming underwater. She probably, yeah, she has less, and she is more or less dead in the water now, and that means that we have sunk 4 bookies. So this was a not as exciting episode as some of them might have been, but still an interesting one, I think. Yeah, we haven't seen like interesting big ships for a while now. Yeah, and down she goes. So I hope you still enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in comments by liking, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I will be really grateful, and it will help the channel. So in meanwhile, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time, whenever that is.